Hello, and welcome to an HSR stream. I'm going to be doing some endgame today, and we've got Anomaly Arbitration. I've got two other knights to beat because I only managed to do one properly. So we're going to be doing that, and then we're going to be taking Blade into the, into the final boss, into the King. And I'm looking forward to that because it's my first time using Blade. Well, I played him slightly when I pulled him, but I haven't really played him that much, so I'm looking forward to see what he can do against the King. And he was absolutely insane when I was using him the other day. Also in AA, so something to look forward to. So let's see, where am I going? I can never find this place. Here we go. Alright, so as you can see, I didn't do that well on night 2, but this night 1 I was really struggling with, and I'm wondering if my gear is really up to scratch, because I don't know, it feels like I'm missing something. Probably idolins, I probably need to swipe more, that's probably what the game is telling me. So this being Superstition 2 is probably a very big issue. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if I can do anything about that. Hey Maddie, how did your exams go? Nice to see you back. Now I do have ice ceilings here, so maybe I'm better off swapping these over. Yeah, that's good to hear, man. You've got some time off. So I'm gonna try putting the E5 version on Swan instead of ice ceilings, because I do think she's gonna be stronger. Because I'm gonna give her the bond mate from Danny Boy. And in regards to the set here, when the allied target alters shield, it increases their crit damage. I'm guessing no, increases damage of all other allies of the same type. So this is only going to increase damage for our ceilings. So I'm wondering if there's a way for me to increase damage onto Swan instead. But we'll see. You see, with my dot team, I'm kind of like, it's not super well built. It's decent, but it's not the best. It's like Kafka, we've got a nice big amount of speed, and our ceilings is pretty nice, but could use a bit more improvement, I believe. It's like she's 10 speed off of being 160, so that'd be nice. And what's our ceilings? Yeah, Kafka's on tutorial, okay. But I think the main problem is I'm lacking idolins, and I'm lacking signatures as well. Yeah, that's a relief, man. It's good to hear it's going well. Okay, so
no need to hesitate.
just the usual setup. I do actually like the design of these clowns because it gives you the mechanic to consider, where you remove all their stats and you get an attack buff on the character that does the final removal. I think that's a little bit of engaging gameplay, which we don't have much of in HSR. So we've got Bond Mate on Swan for a bit of extra damage, and I'm just going to start on the boss because these tiny little mobs, they just die anyway. So we're going to have AP issues, but that's alright, we can do 1 or 2. As long as we can keep using Kafka skill, I think I'm fine. I was actually thinking about playing a bit of Neverness to Everness today, but I kind of do want to get this done before I forget about it. Because the way I am with these kind of modes is I kind of go in and do them on the first day, and if I don't do them on the first day, I end up forgetting about them. So, you know, I'm kind of like thinking, oh, I'm better off doing it now instead of forgetting about it.
Good times.
So I did get the Lacrimosa in 24s and the car in 40, so I'm kind of happy with that. And you know, Neverness to Everness is very much chill, so I feel like I can just, you know, relax with it. There's not really a rush for me to play it. I'm not really interested in being an hardcore sweating that game, which is new to me because I always am, so that's interesting. Alright, so I guess we detonate the middle one. Nah, I think we just always focus on the higher one because my damage is not very good, it really isn't. So I believe I'm gonna skill, because if not I might lose the zone. And last time I kept losing the zone on our ceilings all the time. Bit of a skill issue there. So I'm curious, when we get this attack buff, does it actually stack? Can I check this? So that's not the button. Z, that's the button, okay. Also, my computer just went black for a second. Oh, dude, it's funny when you're just playing a game while watching another person play a game. I mean, I do it all the time, but it's so weird when you consider that, especially like for a guy, you know, in mid-30s. I grew up, you know, completely focused on just one game at a time. But nowadays, I just watch other people play while I'm playing, or I stream, so I'm streaming my footage to someone else, or I'm recording a video for other people to consume. So it is very strange how that worked out, you know? I'm not complaining, it's fun, but it is really weird how it evolves like that.
Say bye to breathing. Good times. Time to say bye.
You know, I would really like to see a new Doc character soon. I feel like
What do you want to know?
no, Ort is kind of in that state right now, where it kind of needs a little bit, not like a massive thing. It doesn't need like Firefly Nova Flare or anything stupid like that. So I just want to check attack boss. Right, look, so it does stack. So I can actually get 2000 extra attack on ice ceilings if I break this. Because that's what I wanted to know. Because if it didn't stack, then I have to rotate it. But it looks like I'm fine to just do this. We can just stack as much attack on ice ceilings as we want. I'm guessing it would be better if, you know, I did break it with Swan. But it's just not been an option. I've always had to, you know, focus it on ice ceilings. Also, that was very lucky that he didn't die from the Doptics there. So then I could get a bit more energy on Black Swan. That might actually be enough just to get a little bit further in. Okay, just two small boys. That's fine.
Stand still.
You know, I find it weird as well that Danny Boy's bondmate lasts for the entire duration. Because most buffs you have to keep, you know, refreshing them. But with Danny Boys, I don't believe you do, right? You just use it once and you're done. It's nice, but it's also, you know, it feels a bit set and forget it. Also, what game are you playing right now? Are you playing HSR, or are you doing a bit of Neverness to Everness? Or maybe a bit of Enfield, something like that. You know, I'm curious to see if Enfield will get better when they add that CC mode. Because I felt like one of the main reasons why Enfield wasn't appealing to me was for lack of endgame. But I feel like, you know, if we if they do really good in their endgame, they might bring me back. I'm not sure, but they might.
Dragons soaring above the land.
NTE, nice. Yeah, I think NTE is like a very nice chill game at the moment. It doesn't feel too serious, and there's a lot of things in the overworld to just go and do which are very enjoyable. And it just feels a lot more chill than most games right now. Because I feel like there's just too many gacha games at the moment that are just wanting too much of our time, and they're expecting too much from us. And apart from like the end game, I feel like NT is very, very nice at the moment.
Destiny isn't say bye to breathing.
Yeah, it's a nice little reward, isn't it?
My strength isn't what
Have a chance to chill and, you know, play a game you love. So unfortunately I do have to normal attack here, but we are going to get yet another attack buff. So I'm curious, how many attack buffs do we have? I've got to see. Don't die, I want to see the attack buffs. Alright, let's see. 1, 2. Really? Oh, that's a shame. They're knocked off. So we're going to get the proc and then the hold. So hopefully it's enough to secure the kill. No, it's not, is it? I should have done a lot more if this was going to work. Oh, look at that. 97%. And of course the follow-up and the dragon kills it. I haven't tried NT on mobile yet, honestly. And I'm going to have to try it soon. Because I am going to be moving over to Vietnam for a while. So I do want to try that out on my not supercomputer and see if I can actually play the thing. Because I might not be able to. I might struggle. So, let's go Remembrance here. Because Remembrance plus Blade looks really fun. I tried it briefly on night 3 and it was really good. Where's Bladey? Where is he? Bladey. There he is. I'm on Android, so... And it's not an amazing Android, it's like 2 years old now, but we'll see. So adds fire on lightning weakness, that's not going to do much. Increases damage dealt by all enemies. Yeah, this is probably going to be the best here. I've always wanted an Android, but I'm way too poor for it. Not an Android. I've always wanted iOS, but no, I'm way too poor for that. They are so expensive. I'm like, I can't justify the cost.
Danger approaches. Return to dust.
Also, I have no idea what these enemies do, but when you've got a dragon that just breathes on things and they die, you know, you usually don't have to read too much, do you? And I kind of think that's a bit of a problem with HSR in general and how it's made, because you don't really have much choices of anything, and... Okay, nice, we can do this already. It feels like you just might as well be auto-in most of the time. But I kind of want to read what his glowy orbs do now, because I'm curious. What are those? Okay, I can't easily tell, so we're just going to attack it. Oh dear. And type of bio in you. Yeah, I don't even know what I've got in my bio in NTE, but I'm guessing it's nothing. Or maybe something about mint. Because I actually re-rolled a few times on my NTE account, and I put like a bio in the first one. And I don't think I bothered on the actual account that I kept. So that account's kind of funny, because it looks like, oh, I'm just, you know, not taking it seriously at all, but I've actually made quite a bit of content on it, when it comes to shorts at least.
Don't worry. Night falls. Good night.
The food is getting hot. Yeah, exactly. Burn, baby, burn.
Return to dust.
Also, these enemies aren't dying as fast as I was hoping for.
May death protect us.
One thing I do like about NTE though is the I know people don't really like the photo event, and I usually do not like the photo events in these games, but in NTE I actually do like it, and the reason why is because it's like you're actually making content for the people to, you know, enjoy, and I know it's kind of forced because, you know, you need to what you call it, you need to do that to get the polls, and you're gonna need a lot of views, a lot of views likes to do it.
You'll head to the nether realm.
But it is really nice just to be able to make cool photos and share them. I think that is really good. Even if most people are just gonna, you know, show anime waifus. So the mobile experience in NT isn't great then. That's unfortunate. Because when you're playing it on PC, it feels fantastic. I've had no problems at all with it on PC. Apart from the car drifting is a bit difficult. But apart from that, it's very nice.
I will bury you. Blade eternal.
Embrace a new
Also, I just realised I kind of wasted a potential skill there. But I don't think it's really going to matter. You know, it's been so long since I fought this bug. I know he summons things when he's damaged if I keep like splitting, but apart from that I can't really remember.
Tempered 1,000 times.
Also, I like how you do the breath and it does like 0.5% each time. The HP, the like walls of HP, the power scaling is just ridiculous, absolutely.
Drawn sword knows.
And I guess this is kind of like one of the reasons why I'm not really bothered if I don't max out my Anomaly Arbitration anymore. Because Star Rail's kind of feeling like it's not really a test of skill anymore. It's just a test of account. You know, do you have the correct archetype for this boss right now? Do you have the correct, what would I say? The correct amount of investment in it? Because these walls of HP just aren't interesting. They're not scary. They're not making me think. They're just making me think, oh well, I don't have enough damage on my account, I better pull more. And that's not good game design, it really isn't. Because if I think about like the parts of Star Rail that I really enjoyed, I'm thinking about like Colia, you know, really early in the game, where I built like a damage support Asta just because she did so many break attacks that she would stop the ult, and it was the only way my account could survive her ultimate. And you know, building Asta and using it properly felt like, oh, I've learnt the mechanic, I've learnt this boss. Minecraft? Is Minecraft bad for morale? I honestly don't know, because I've very rarely played Minecraft, honestly. I've played a couple of servers, but it's only been for like a few hours at a time. I've like been to the Nether and done a few things there, but that's about as far as I got. That bad, eh?
Sword knows no rest until we take hold.
You know, if you want a terrible controller, just look at the Nintendo 64 controller. That thing is absolutely dreadful. It's like holding that as a kid. Good luck.
Embrace a new life. Darkness with me.
Have you seen the N64 controller though? It's like a big like clunk. It's bigger than your hands. So you really had to like struggle to hold it.
May death protect us.
Oh, this is so much vulnerability stats. And we're still only going to do like 1% per breath.
Messing around. Again. Rise and shine.
Alright, to get the pony back up.
No need.
Dispel the gloom. Destroy the skies.
Alright, we finally got Castoris. So, he's got like 7 vulnerability stats now. So if we don't do a ton of damage, there's something wrong here.
Return to dust.
Wow, look at that. Even with breaths, with so many vulnerability stats, still don't destroy him.
May death protect us.
Wow. Okay.
Tempered 1,000 times.
I'm so surprised at this wall of HP on this boss. I do not think I'm going to have enough damage to 3-star this.
Have some fun.
Which I guess is fine, because I didn't do last time. I mean, that kind of happens a lot, you know, early on, when you want games and everything's too expensive. And I think, you know, a lot of developers don't really care, you know, if you pirate their games. Because it's like, a lot of people just can't afford them anyway. So, you're not really losing a sale. It's just, oh, you're losing someone who couldn't afford your game anyway, so... But if they actually like your game and they pirate it, and you know, they end up buying it later, then hey, you've actually got a sale. Or even if they don't buy it, they might, you know, tell everybody else about how much they enjoyed your game, and then for cause word of mouth to spread, and then you know, other people might buy it. Alright, enjoy. See you later.
May death protect us.
Oh, I've just clicked out the game. Because of course I have. So, yeah, I am not going to try and 4-star this, 3-star this even. I think I'm just going to chill with my 2-star clear.
Don't worry, night falls. Good night. Rise and shine.
So, has anybody actually managed to beat this this boss in 2 stars? Because I feel like without elation, you're going to really struggle. Because this is a very strong remembrance team. It's not like super cracked, but it does have a E2 S1 on both Evernight and what you call it, Castoris. So it's not like this is a bad team. If that wasn't 5 minutes, that was like 5 seconds, mate. Oh dear. You're very, very quick. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, look at this. I've got, what, 27% missing? To get it in 2 turns? There's no chance. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna put as much damage as we can. Just to see how ridiculous it is.
I shall remember this one.
Blade eternal.
Time for some sweet dreams. Embrace a new life.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling too well. I mean, like, oh yeah, I've got to do something. Oh, it was done in 10 seconds. GG.
Please share darkness with me. May death protect us.
You know, if Castoris was actually, you know, performing better than what she currently is, I think I would have actually bought the dress that they put out for her. Because in this, like, last patch, they did bring out a new dress for her. But it's very simple. It's like, it's not amazing. And they didn't put much work into it. It feels like, you know, it's a bit of a reskin. Well, it's just a recolor. But it's like, if she was actually viable, or if she was a lot stronger, then people would have wanted to, you know, get the dress for her. But we haven't given Castoris anything to really make her stronger, so I don't know why they would release the skin for her right now. It seems a bit badly timed. Okay, so mobile Minecraft in 2022. So they've had 4 years to fix that now, and it's still bad. That's pretty shocking. Especially because, you know, Minecraft is a massive, massive IP. I mean, if I was owning, you know, Minecraft and I was wanting to keep making a ton of money on that, I think I'd want controller players and mobile players.
Please cherish this time. Darkness with me.
So they did fix it then, that's good. Oh, look at that. We didn't even get it in. We got it in 4 turns, we didn't even get it in 3.
Retake hold.
Granted, there was only 1 blade to come off of it, but still. You know, I'm gonna take my 4 cycle clear and be happy with that. So, what are we missing? Because I think this is important to like understand when you do miss your rewards in this. How much are you missing? We're missing only 100 Stardust, no, 300 Stardust, and 1 of these. So I've got 77 of these. I don't think I need many more right now. And in regards to the Stardust, I can buy things I would never use. So I think I'm alright. I don't think I need these. Oh, dude. There's gonna be... You know, if you want to talk about Windows being broken, there's actually an interview on not Minecraft developers, Microsoft developers, and they explain how they actually fix bugs. And the way that they fix bugs in Microsoft isn't like making sure once they've fixed something everything works. No, they just fix the bug and then they ship it. And that means another bug can appear, and they just keep going and going and going until finally they get it to a state where they feel confident. And it's like, to me that just seems so dumb. Because if you're doing software development, right, and you know there's a problem, and you don't test other things properly, you're basically setting yourself up to fail because you can break so much more of the rest of the system. So, if I was on that team, I would be very, very annoyed working like that. Also, this is a very nice Currency Wars team. We've got Topaz in here, and I believe we've got the dot emblem on Topaz here. Where is it? No, we've got the AoE emblem on her. But she's still doing a lot, which is kind of funny. She's not doing nowhere near as much as Bat Swan, mind you, but she's still pretty damn good. But yeah, I always do this for Currency Wars. I like go in, do an entire run, and then I quit out as soon as I get to the last boss. So then I can just do that like right away on the next week. And then I'll just get up to the final boss again for next week. I mean, you're always going to get judged, you know, by like shareholders if you're in a big company. And Microsoft definitely has lots of shareholders, right? But I guess it depends on how much they're answering to the shareholders. Also, I'm just going to quickly take a quick sip of water. You know, I've got these very delicious yogurt drinks nearby, and I'm absolutely addicted to them. I tend to have like a yogurt drink every day because they're just so accessible and they're just very, very tasty. But so I tend to have the you know, the yogurt drink once a day, but apart from that I just drink the water. Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how that works actually, because surely there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be affected by Microsoft bugs. Because you think about like their servers and everybody who, you know, relies on their products, there's tons of them. So I'm guessing every time Microsoft does something that's pretty bad, it's going to affect a lot of people. So I guess it's how ballsy they want to be about it. Because I remember I was working at a company a few years ago, and we found that like None of our systems were working at all, and everybody was panicking. And it was a case of like, well, what's going on here? What's happening? And we eventually found out that all over the internet was the same. You know, everybody's complaining about this issue. And we just found it was Microsoft just rolling out an update. And it was like, okay, let's just go home. We can't do anything. So since we can't do anything, we're just going to leave it like that for the time being. And then we just came back in the next day and everything was just working magically. So, you know, they clearly caused a lot of damage to businesses on that day. So what have I got? I've got the extraction. Yeah, so I'll extract 4 of these. Do we get anything good in here? Oh, HP and speed, that's nice. Yeah, nothing else. Alright, let's go do another Currency Wars run. So then we can be ready for next week. I don't really know why I'm, you know, going higher and higher on the Wealth Connector, because, well, Wealth Creator, because I don't think there's anything higher than this. But, hey, I guess it's just more interesting. I guess, you know, they've got a lot of sway in political circles, so they probably can't do it easily, is what I would assume. So I've never actually done a Galactic Voyager run. And this looks way too complicated, honestly. Do we do it anyway, just for fun? I mean, looks like we can do it without the emblem anyway. What's this one? Cosmic Scholar. So what does Cosmic Scholar do? Oh, this one requires the emblem. Let's do this. So, how does this actually work? So, we get Cat Cake. Increases the healing multiplier, increases on-field allies damage mitigation. That doesn't sound very useful. You know what? Screw it. I'm curious. I'm curious if I can make this work, because this sounds garbage. I don't see this working. So, who is a Cosmic Scholar? Let's track them. Okay, so we got Herta. And Asta. Okay, so we got 2. So that gives us our first tech. I mean, I lived in the EU for quite a while. Britain was part of the EU. And then we decided to do something very stupid. But, you know, it is what it is. Oh dear. I mean, I think a lot of people thought, you know, Brexit was a good idea at the time, but, you know, it didn't work out, put it that way. I don't think we really got anything out of it. Which was unfortunate because, you know, it doesn't really matter who was right or wrong in the argument. But what matters is, did someone get, you know, did something improve? And if nothing improved, well, that was just a bad thing, you know? We just got nothing out of it, and then we just lost things, like, you know, being able to move around easier. So, I was not impressed. I don't know why I tipped up, I didn't need to take over there. I guess we do a bit of follow-up attacks, because we do have like a follow-up attack core here. So I can go probably with this. Linksha could replace who here? Maybe Sparkle, honestly. Yeah, I'm not alright for the time being. So in the UK, you basically all have to pay taxes no matter where you live. So I'm basically in the UK. Well, no, I was born in the UK, and I worked there for many years. And then I retired and went to live in Asia because it's cheap. And when you live in Asia because it's cheap, they still say, oh, well, you're making so much money. Well, a certain amount of money. And if you're making a certain amount of money, you still need to pay taxes. So, oh, thanks, UK. I'm not benefiting from this at all, but I still have to pay you. I see how it is. That's very nice. I appreciate this. So, needless to say, I'm very happy about that. Oh dear. Hey. Day Demigod. So what's this do? So we've got an emblem for this, so we could try this out a little bit. I guess it's just more application, right? I guess I'm just going to put everything on Ashville and hope for the best, honestly. So, I'm thinking about how we're going to do the follow-up attacks here. Because we need as many people as possible at top. I'm living in the Philippines, but in 7 days, I'm going to Vietnam. So, I'll try Vietnam out a bit as well. And we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping it'll be better, as in more scenic. Because the problem with the Philippines is it's very, what would I say? It's not very good with nature. There's some nice places, sure, but it's like when you go to places where people live like Manila, it's very hard to get any nature nearby. And that's just not for me, really. The rest of it is really good. It's busy, it's loud, and you've got everything you want. So it's not bad at all. And there are some like expensive places in Manoa that well, expensive for like, you know, Southeast Asia expensive, but as like compared to the West, it's actually cheap. So you can have a really good life here for cheap, and it's fantastic. You know, people are nice, food's good, the living's good, everything's fine. It's just that when it comes to things like nature, that's kind of missing, and I do find that important. And what else would I say is missing here? I think that's it, honestly. And kind of like relaxation places, because everything's just so noisy, and it's very hard to get away from the noise. Yeah, that's it. It's like if you're making, you know, a certain amount of money, and it's not enough for you to like retire in your own country, but you can go to a cheap country and retire, then it is possible. The question is, can you, you know, keep it up? Can you do that from there? And can you do it for a long time? So I've been in the Philippines for a year and a half now, and my trip to Vietnam is going to be for 3 months to try that out. And if I don't fancy it, well, I'd probably just go back to the Philippines and find another place there. But you know, it is what it is. I'm just looking around, seeing how the world is, really. Because after living like in the UK and doing 10 years of really, really horrible, garbage programming jobs, I kind of don't want to do that anymore. So that is what it is. I mean, programming jobs weren't always garbage, but it's a lot of stress, it's a lot of work, and when there's a lot of people that can be affected by your work as well, it can be quite stressful. So it's not all that it looks like, you know. And besides, if you know you get a few sponsors online for YouTube and such, then that's a lot more fun. So I think that's what I'd rather do with my life at the minute. So I could go elation because I've got Yao. I don't think it's worth it. I don't have any other elation character. So let's see. What can I do here? I'm gonna take up. Now this is Day Demigod, so I could do this. We do have a Demigod emblem. And I never have actually played Aglia. I am afraid. Because it's like, I've always liked the look of Aglia, but I've never actually used her, so this could be an excuse. If I get Face Show in, I can activate Follow-Up Attack 3, but that means I do need to get rid of Cosmic Scholar, but Cosmic Scholar isn't helping me. So I think I do that. Anything good in the shop? Oh, an aglet and a facial. Nice. Good job of chat. I almost didn't. So, question for you then. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? Because I think that's, you know, a question to ask yourself if you do want to, you know, live abroad kind of thing. Because there's so many countries out there, but they are very, very different. And I feel like you can't really tell until you've tried them out. But you can have a decent idea, you know, from going online and seeing videos and such. And personally, I've always been a fan of Japan. I do want to try Japan at one point, but the visa situations are not easy. So I feel like that would be maybe like a long-term thing that I might like look at. Especially when you consider like language barrier as well, because you're thinking, well, it's a case of finances, language, and visas. It's like that becomes a lot of work very quickly. Also, this follow-up team is looking a lot better already. I know it's not exactly going well, but at least it looks like we're doing some level of damage as opposed to nothing. I do think we need a healer in here though, because time to twirl looks very, very dead. And I don't think there's anything that we can do about that. I mean, if you want good people, Philippines is fantastic for that. The people are very, very nice. Very welcoming. It's like, I don't know, I felt like in the UK, it feels like everybody's looking at what's for them in a way. But in the Philippines, you've got like people that will just talk to you just because they're interested. You know, they actually just want to chill and just chat with you, and they just find it interesting talking to, you know, foreigners. So it's just nice. And it's very respectful as well. It's like I haven't felt like, you know, I've been really insulted by anybody. Like, not largely. And there's not much in the way of like physical violence for what I've seen either. So it's very interesting because you can go from one place to another and just see a complete tonal shift in how people act. And I guess that's, you know, a thing with Asia in general, because from what I've seen on like videos about Vietnam, it's said to be very, very similar. Apart from that, they don't really talk to you that much because they don't really know English. So you know, you're going to be a bit more out of there in a way. So I could do a day god emblem again, which would be making this a lot easier to do. So what does day god do again? Yeah, I mean, you get tassels everywhere, I'm afraid. But the question is how many assholes do you get? And, you know, are they insufferable? Is another question, you know. Just how bad are they? So I think I'm gonna go for the day god emblem. Who are we gonna put it on? I don't think it really matters, we'll change later. I guess I'll put it on facial. We kind of need to put someone else in this comp. I'm fed up with time to twirl. We're going to put Iocene in there. Do a bit of wheelchairing. Oh, we've got these. Okay, so I believe this one is insane for regular because it's speed spam. And this one just goes on that Iocene because it's a buff for the entire team. Just going to organize this before we go forward. You don't know if we're going to use Linkshare. Yeah, I mean, physical violence, that's like a hard no. You can't have that shit. another drink. You know, I do think ISOing is by far the best investment I could have ever pulled. It's like, no matter what content I'm doing, I always want ISO. She's the first pick in every team I have, because she just makes it so smooth, so easy. I mean, things do eventually die on occasion, it's just too slow to move, but usually it's fine. And you know, you can always just retry and just save her ult for an emergency heal, because it follows up with a pony. So, I am a big fan of the pony. The little precious thing that he is. I was gonna swear, but then I realised, no, I like the little FF as it was. Oh dear. You know, I don't even have Ashvale either. And I've heard so much about Ashvale being fantastic with Blade. And after getting Blade, I am kind of tempted to get Ashvale. He apparently makes Face Shower viable as well as follow-ups again. And my Face Shower has not felt viable for a long time. That is good love. Yeah, it's all good here, man. I've made quite a few videos on Gacha Hell recently, absolutely. I feel like a nice chill video like the photo mode thing was a bit of a change. I was thinking about making another video, honestly, about what was it gonna be? I had a few ideas, but I was thinking about one about like how Gacha games can link into MMOs, because for me, I came from an MMO background, and I feel like there's a lot of systems in Gacha that also apply to MMO and, you know, the other way around. And I feel like the audience for both is very similar in ways, whether obviously one's playing by yourself and one's playing with other people. So there's different pressures socially, but I do feel like a lot of the mechanics are very similar. So, just like a bit of an observation I had the other day and thought, maybe there's something here. Oh really? I've never played HSR. That's interesting, because HSR is probably one of like the easiest gacha games to get into, because as you can see, you don't have to press anything. For the odd content, I do, you know, take control and play it properly, but the auto is good enough for most things. So it's more just like character building and team building. But it's very, very casual, very simple. And especially when you consider things like NTE at the moment, I mean, it has things like VS cycles, and it actually has proper rotations. I feel like HSR is going to be very, very simple in comparison.
Time for revolution.
I'm trying to think of what would actually be an easier gacha game than HSR, and I'm actually struggling to think of one, because it's like HSR came from Genshin, right? The same developers, Areaverse, but Genshin actually has a lot more mechanics than HSR. Yeah, and I think that's the important thing about HSR in a way. It's the chill game. You can just open it up, not think about it, not feel pressured about it, and just play. And it's probably one of the reasons why I'm never going to get rid of HSR, because it can just sit in the background, and I can just auto it while watching videos if I want to. Yeah, I actually got into Nikkei for a very short time. I had like a collab event going on, and I pulled the really nice girl from the collab event, and then I never logged back into it again. So yeah, I wasn't really too impressed with Nikkei, honestly. I feel like I could have probably liked it, but it felt like it was more of a stat check over time. And when things are just a stat check, I get bored very quickly. I mean, you can very much argue that HSR is a stat check at the moment, especially in like Anomaly Arbitration. But it feels more like a check of teams and a check of vertical investment. So it's like, oh, do you have the right banners, characters and such? Which is probably worse than a normal stat check in all honesty. Because, you know, at least in a stat check it's like saying, oh well, come back later when you've actually leveled up more. But Anomaly Arbitration at the moment is basically just saying, oh, you don't have a flavour of the month? Well, you're not playing this mode, are you? But when you think about like the other modes in HSR, like Currency Wars, it is very chill. It's like, oh, you're just rolling to get the, you know, the right characters, trying to build up a team from scratch. It feels nice. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've saw people like post about the flower boss, and that flower boss in that endgame video I did, I was really annoyed at that fight, especially when I 1% wiped on it with like just getting a free cycle, and I thought, well, if I just had a tiny little bit of stats more, I would have beat it. But then I realised it's just a waste of time because I'm not getting anything from it anyway. And when I looked at what other people were doing, and they were just at like almost a free-to-play elation team, and they were two-cycling it, or like a decent Silver Wolf team would just zero cycle. I was like, yeah, it's not me, it's just these mechanics being bullshit. So, I just learned to accept it. Which, I guess I'm kind of taking forward, because I've just done Anomaly Arbitration, and I also just took my my 2-star clear in that as well. I have learned, I have evolved. I have decided it is not worth it. Also, this is a 2-star Sampo it gave me there, that's interesting. Well, I'm gonna just end turn, because it's a reward, and see what we get next. You know, have you got the, what you call it, Blade? Because I've heard Blade with Ashvale and Facial is insane. But I don't actually have Ashvale to try one out. Otherwise, I definitely would. Oh, Aglia, let's go. So, Day Demigod. Am I going to go further in Day Demigod? When enemy combat, equip your Day Demigod with fully enhanced day equipment. I see. I guess I would like to try to get this. And the characters for this aren't very bad, so I think I'm going to pick him up. I'll try the Anaxagrius or whatever his name is. I don't need Sampo, do I? So we got Urta and Ho-Ho. Also, everybody got pissed off when I made a video on Ho-Ho, because I kept calling her Ho-Ho instead of like Wei Wei. It's like, I don't know, I think it says good just calling her Ho-Ho. And it looks like that's how you would say it anyway, to me. Oh, we get to dupe already, look, that's nice. Can we get any good gear? I would like one more Day Demigod. Because I feel like we're gonna have more of a chance of winning if we get a Tribi. Oh man, you skipped Blade. Ah, you're going for So I do look at leaks, yes, but I don't want to talk about leaks because if I was, I would basically be you know, what would I say? It would limit me to what I could do in future with HSR, and I feel like I might, you know, want to take a sponsorship from HSR in the future. So that's my stance on them there. So I'm gonna sell these Asters, I think. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for Cosmic Scholar. I'm not convinced. I'm gonna take that Black Swan because for Black Swan would be fantastic. And I guess we get rid of Jade. Also, I always forget this, because I would like to just take this, but I always forget that I need 5 gold before I place her down. So I've actually screwed this up now, haven't I? And there's no way to actually cancel this, which is such a shame. So I guess we're just going to do Black Swan carry. So can we do any like recommended equipment? Because we might as well go .com now, right? So what else do you need? Oh, that's my alarm. I can do that later, that's alright. So this is... I don't think I really want the fan. I'm thinking this is probably better with decapitation, the drill and the gun, or the double gun. The drill and the gun. Yes, we'll do the drill and the gun, but I don't have the gun available. That's unfortunate. I guess we just end turn and see what we get. Yeah, it's quite nice to, you know, get a character for free every once in a while. And I feel like it's HSR's way of, what would I say? Of like getting rid of the 4 stars. Because we haven't had 4 stars in ages, right? But they're giving us 5 stars very often. And because they're giving us 5 stars every often, it's not as much of an issue. Whereas beforehand, we really were relying on those 4 stars early in the game. But also, I don't know why I'm not playing this normally. But I guess it doesn't matter, we've got Black Swan, so I feel like we'll be fine. But it kind of feels like the 5 stars that we get for free are a replacement of the 4 stars, is what I'm trying to say. Because I don't think we've had a 4 star since Mose, right? And I never even used Mose. The last 4 star I've ever actually used is Gallagher. And my god, he was such a great unit. In fact, I still use him to this day. I tend to use him as like my 3rd healer. Or my 1st sustain. Telling him how he should drive, dude. You know, there's nothing more annoying than a backseat driver. I used to get road rage when I used to drive, and I feel like, you know, someone constantly telling me how I should drive would not be a good would not be a good time. The blind leading the blind, man. Also, I just realised we are taking a very long time to do any significant damage to this boss. And I was thinking Black Swan would have done enough damage to, you know, carry this team. Maybe in a 5 star. And we've put some gear on her. But she's doing like hardly anything. I think we might be in a bit of a problem unless we can get a Kafka. I think we do absolutely need a Kafka here. So I guess we might switch from follow up attack to Kafka. We don't have the emblem anyway, so I'm guessing that's what we're gonna have to do. Yeah, it's a turn-based game, but it's a bit weird how HSR works as a turn-based game, because you have something called an action advance. And it basically just moves multiple of your characters up in their turn meter. So on the left you can see like the speed of which characters are going to move. But there's so many mechanics that push up or delay that it's kind of a bit of a joke to call this a turn-based game. Because you can basically just cheat turns over time. Yeah, this is the like autoplay feature at the moment. But I could just, you know, take control. When it becomes like difficult, I will manual it, but at the moment it's kind of easy enough that I don't really have to. And in this mode's more about like just going crazy with a big team. Because most teams in HSR are 4 characters, but if you have Topaz, you get a pick for free. However, there's in Currency Wars you can get like 10, 12 characters. So I've got into the creator program for NTE. So I've got like the official servers on that. So I'm going to be covering like the next patch whenever the what do you call it? The NDA lifts for that. So that'll include like Chaos as well when that NDA is lifted. But in regards to other games, I'm playing CZN, but I'm not sponsored on that one. So I might reach out to them because I just play CZN because I enjoy it. Same with HSR, I'm not sponsored for HSR either. So, you know, I probably should do that. But I am a very small YouTuber, so I am guessing might not be able to do it. But you never know if you don't try. And in regards to like upcoming gachas, I'm kind of like a bit of a tourist when it comes to trying new ones. Because I will try most games that come out, but then I'll drop them very quickly. And NTE was kind of like an exception, because I just generally really enjoyed it. So I was like, oh okay, this game's fun, and therefore I want to, you know, make content for it, and I want to play it. So that one worked out. But there's a lot of games like Mongol Stardive and Enfield where I didn't really get like I didn't really feel like there was a long-term pathway for me to enjoy those games. So I kind of like got rid of them very quickly. I'm not saying they're bad, but they definitely wasn't for me. I just couldn't find the fun in it. For Enfield, for example, I felt like the factory was fun, and I kind of wanted more from that because I enjoyed things like Factorio. But then when you play like Enfield Factory Development, it doesn't feel strong enough. It feels like they decided to have an idea, but they didn't deliver on it. They were too scared to, you know, go all the way in it. And when you see like Enfield's community, there are so many people that don't like the factory. So I guess it's put them in a corner where they can't make the factory good for people that want to play a factory sim. But at the same time, there's a lot of people that hate the factory, and they're just, you know, playing normal gacha games. So I feel like Enfield's in a very strange position, especially because it doesn't have endgame. And I know there's endgame coming with this patch, but I really need to see what it is. I mean, it kind of got a lot of what you call it, a lot of eyes on it, because a lot of people resonated with it and shared it. But, you know, when you look at like a normal video of mine, it doesn't really get many views, so I am still very small. And it's like, every time I stream, for example, there would only be like 1 to 3 people in the chat that I'm just chatting with, which is fine, you know, I'm happy with that casual amount. So it's not like I'm a big YouTuber by any means. And I don't even have 1,000 subscribers yet either, so that's also another thing against me. Because until you've really got that, it's not really, it doesn't feel real in a way. Oh, we've got another red gem. I have had so many red gems, my god. So we can do another day emblem, yeah? Let's do that. I'm just taking as many gems as I can, just because I find it funny. Let's do this. Felicity. We can increase 5-star chances. So, we've now got 3 day emblems. So it gives speed, so I guess we want that on Swan. Swan doesn't need speed, does she? Who would I give this to? But it does give you powerful equipment, so I guess we do put it on Swan. Alright. Yeah, this is an insane piece for Swan, right? Okay, so what else can we do here? Oh, Rome, I love Rome so much, but we can't fit her in, which is very unfortunate. You know, I've been like the best Rome simp. I made a video, a short, which was telling people like that they're going to ruin their 5-star selector by picking Ho Ho and they should pick Rome instead. It got like 250,000 views. It was so funny. Oh dear, because so many people were very angry at that video. But there was a lot of people that agreed as well, because it's like Oho is a very oh, what would I say? She's a risky healer because her job's there to, you know, sustain the team and also provide support. But in my opinion, there's better supports for almost every team out there. Now, there is an exception for like Dot and Saber, but unless you're playing those comps, it's kind of hard to justify a selector on Ho-Ho, in my opinion. And then healing doesn't have, you know, the chance. Well, it has a chance to fail because there's no way to stop you from being one shot. And I feel like that's just kind of bad character design when you're trying to make a sustain. So I did annoy a lot of people with that video, but it was very interesting to see, you know, how people responded to it. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I hope I can, you know, do some more interesting videos in the future, and I'm happy, you know, to just make fun videos as well. It's like the one that I just did about the photos in NTE. I knew straight away that it wouldn't do that well, but I kind of just like the photo mechanic in that game, and I kind of wanted to like put together a video of showing people, hey, look, if you're struggling with this, this is what you can do. Yeah, I guess that's, you know, the case. And those kind of videos that I did very well. And I'm guessing what I would like to do is like branch that into other game genres as well. Like I said about the MMO stuff, because I think there's a lot to talk about in MMOs as well. Live service games, and I feel like there's a lot of games at the moment that are feeling a lot like work, and it feels like a commitment, and I really don't like that. I do like the sense of progression, and I think that's very important. You know, we should feel progression, but we shouldn't just be feeling like we have to play every single day just to grind that little bit of currency to get another kick in the balls when the system just says, hey, you didn't have enough Eidolons, or you didn't have this right character in your team. So it's interesting because I'm kind of like, I like the games, but I also hate them. And I guess that's, you know, the nuance of it. Because you can say, well, I can complain about this, and I can complain about that. But in the end of the day, we do kind of need a certain level of commitment in these systems as well. So there is a line to be made there, but who knows where that line stands? Because it's different for everybody, you know? Some people are happy to just grind constantly for little reward, and other people like me are very lazy. Because it's like, when I look at like exploration rewards, for example, or achievements, I don't do it. I very rarely do it. I go in and do the exploration like when I am missing a few key pulls, and that's it. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's having that certain level of saying, oh, this isn't good, but at the same time, you need it. It's like a bit of pulling back and forth, isn't it? So I don't know what I'm gonna do here, because I would like to get a Kafka on this team, but I think we don't really need it into the boss. Once we get to the boss, if we don't have a Kafka, we are screwed. So I think we just get more interest and we bide our time a little bit. I would really like this Star Cleaver Blade. This is an insane item for Ice Ceilings because it's a 60% damage buff, and Kafka basically procs damage again. It basically triggers it twice. So we would really like that Star Cleaver Blade here. So I do want 2 of these knives. Unfortunately I have 0 knives. So it's not going to go too well. But we can get one in this box. Dude, you just reminded me. But one thing I really do like about this mode is like the characters I'm using at the moment. I have Dot, I have follow-up attack, I have some generic supports, but these 2 comps aren't really meant to work together. And if you try playing these comps in like the normal version of HSR, it would not work. But this game mode, Currency Wars, it just allows this insanity to work. Yeah, this is just pure water. So there's nothing else in here. It's literally just H2O. I do have like some fruit tea that I can make soon. So I might get that after we've done this run. But yeah, I'm just drinking water most of the time. I will drink the yogurt once a day. But you know, that's to get my dairy in. And that, it's absolutely delicious. I think there's like a lot of culture around, especially in Britain, where, you know, people drink a lot. And I don't mean, you know, normal drinking, I mean alcohol. But I've not really been a fan of it. It's like, I can do it on occasion, you know, but it's not something that I want to do every day, that's for sure. I think as soon as GTA 6 releases, it is gonna be absolutely insane. Because I don't think anybody can argue that GTA 6 is gonna be like a world-changing game. But at the same time, it's got so much pressure built into it that, you know, there's gonna be lots of people that are also upset about it, no matter how good it ends up being. So I feel like the drama for GTA 6 is going to be just as interesting as the gameplay. And I absolutely love GTA 5. I found Trevor an absolutely fantastic character. Michael as well. I wasn't as much of a fan of Franklin, because, you know, he's more of a younger type and it didn't really appeal to me. But it was also kind of endearing and, you know, wanting to do something with his life, so I think all the characters in GTA 5 were very interesting in a way. And I'm looking forward to just playing the story of GTA 6. Because there's most stories I'm not very interested in. But the like masculine like friendship of GTA 5 was really good. I really enjoyed that. So this speed increase, 16%, that's not bad. I think we're gonna go for off-field strength. Oh yeah, 25%, that's a lot better than the speed increase. Because my speed increase should also be like in the required thresholds anyway. Yeah, I'm not picking any of these. Fu Xuan is like one of my favorite characters as like a defensive choice, but she is not strong anymore. She has long been weakened. But going back to like upcoming real games, I'm really looking forward to Fire Emblem. It's a turn-based strategy game on the Nintendo Switch 2. And oh my god, I am absolutely obsessed with that franchise. And there's been like no information come out for that game, so I am very much waiting just to get any information on that. But I guess going back to GTA, I kind of thought like Neverness to Everness would be more like GTA, but it kind of doesn't feel like that to me. It feels like they put in a few mechanics to make it similar to GTA, but it's like when you go on a crime spree, it doesn't get insane like the GTA crime sprees, does it? You don't get like the army coming for you. You just get teleported into a boss arena, which is not as interesting. And it's like when you try to like fight people and mug them on the streets, it's like you can't easily run people over or anything like that. So I feel like GTA kind of has a lot more in the crime department, where the crime feels satisfying. Whereas in NTE, it kind of feels like they tried to take that concept, but they didn't really go far enough with it. So I don't know. For NTE, I kind of expected more from the GTA side, but at the same time, I kind of enjoy the game for just what it is. So I came for the GTA, but I ended up staying for something completely different, which is the anomalies. The anomalies are fun. Shortcut names, what do you mean? Like, abbreviations? Like HSR from Honkai Star Rail or NTE from Neverness to Everness, which I absolutely hate saying, because while I'm pronouncing it, I feel like I'm getting it wrong. It's like a terrible, terrible rhyme. It's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? So, every time I read that out, when I say it, I'm like, my god, could be I've not chose a better name. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Because you can't even steal a car in NTA, because you basically just ask to requisition it, and some people just say no. And it's not like you can, throw people out of a car. It's more like, oh, please sir, may you lend me your car? Oh dear. Also, this fight has lasted way too long. I'm kind of just been waiting for this fight to end so we can adjust the team. But at least Black Swan is doing a lot of damage now, so I'm happy about that. I feel like we've got a team comp going now, and we can probably get rid of this whatever we're made on the side, because it's not really working. Alright, let's see. I see. Also, just bought a doctor ratio that I didn't need. Oh, and we've got a reward, so I can just end turn, because this is just an instant clear anyway. Yeah, I think they might have had a problem with with naming it Anime GTA though. I think, they could have named it Summit a bit more. What would they have called it? I don't really know. I'm not too good with naming, but Neverness to Everness just doesn't sound like it has anything to do with crime, does it? Or like my anomaly system, it's like very strange. Okay, so a few refreshes. Oh, look at that. But we don't want follow-up attack, so I think this isn't worth it. I guess we get it for a time being. Yeah, it's like everybody was just dog power now saying, oh, anime GTA because this is the hype thing. And you can't play GTA right now, but you've got this instead. So unfortunately we can't activate Day Demigod because we don't have Cyrene. But that would be nice because we do have a Tribby. I think we can sell Jade now, we're never going to use her. And we can sell Fu. See if we can get anything else. Yeah, it's not looking like it, is it? I would like to take Firefly, but we don't really have a break comp. I'm just going to press this one more time. Okay, yeah, we're done. We can put Tribby on the back burner. I don't think that's going to help much, but this is probably going to be a boss where we lose like 30% of our HP. So the difficulty is probably going to go up a bit here. Yeah, I think it's interesting actually how some YouTubers are very clickbaity. Where they name something just completely opposite of what it is. And then it's like, well, people click off a video anyway. And it's like, well, if people clicked off a video because you annoyed them, that doesn't help your video, it just... Yeah, you got a click, which is nice, but the clip was low quality, so it just tells YouTube not to recommend it. I think the thing about YouTube is you've kind of got to be clickbaity, but you've got to deliver on that promise. So, like, clickbait as much as you can while still delivering what we expect. Because then you get people to click because it's interesting, but then they don't feel like you've scammed them. Oh, dude. I remember there was an anime that came out a few years ago, and it was about football, and people, the anime YouTubers were literally calling it anime FIFA, and it was a bit silly. Excuse me a second. There was quite a few like sports animes in the last few years, and I just weren't interested at all. But there's been so many YouTubers that have been trying to shove it. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? If you see someone playing an anime football game, it's like, oh yeah, it's anime FIFA. You know, I used to watch motorbike racing because my father was into that. And motorbike racing can kind of be brutal because when people fall off of bikes, that hurts. And, you know, you can do a lot of damage to yourself when you fall off of a motorbike when you're going really fast. So one of the things that, you know, people really like about motorbike racing is that it's got those dramatic parts where, you know, people might get close to each other and they might try to, you know, nudge each other off the track a bit, and it can lead to accidents. So an anime bike racing game might work. Yeah, that one was surprisingly easy because we've got Black Swan and we've got the comp behind her. We don't have Kafka still, so we do need Kafka because she will double down on her darts. But ooh, Tribby, that's nice. Hey, there's the Kafka. Okay, we have officially won. There is no threat anymore. We are guaranteed to win. I hate to say, but that is being truthful. We are not going to lose this now. Do we get rid of elation? I guess we kind of need her for the healing. I guess we get rid of facial, which is a shame because facial's been very useful. But there's just no way. There's no way we're getting more use of facial than Kafka. So can we get the daggers for her yet? Yeah, we can. We get 2 folding knives though. Oh, I don't have a drink. Oh, thank you very much. Alright, I'll take it in a second. Thank you. Anime card. I guess that's been done before, right? I can't remember if it has been, but I would assume anime card is a thing. Fortnite is anime card, right? I mean, you build stuff in there, so there's that as well. I'll just quickly take some medicine. This one, right? That's the thing, by the way. Since you're a Minecraft fan, what do you think to Terraria? Because I've always loved Terraria. I think that's a fantastic game. So, as someone who's played Minecraft a lot, I'm curious as your opinion on it. Because I feel like Terraria has the it's different enough from Minecraft, and especially with its like progression, it feels a lot different. But there is quite a bit of the same DNA in there as well.
Noisy clown. Don't be rash.
Also, the damage we've done with this, with adding Kafka to the team, definitely looks a lot better. Because we can see the dot damage at the top is actually Ivan Black Swan now. So, since I know you said you didn't play Star Rail, Kafka basically explodes or detonates all the dots already on an enemy every time she attacks. So it's quite nice. Yeah, I can see that. And it also has the building component to it, doesn't it? Because Fortnite's more of you're making bases as well, I assume. At least you're making platforms. I clearly have never played Fortnite. You know, I bought a book because I thought it was funny. It's called the Fortnite Strategy Guide. And I looked at it in the shop and I thought, my god, this exists. Who would buy a physical book on Fortnite? And it wasn't like just any other strategy guide. No, it was like saying it's advanced tactics and such. So I opened this book up and I was just going to record it as shorts just for a bit of a laugh. Just to show people how silly the book was. And I was just opening it up on a random page and pretending to be like a priest, like saying how insightful the Fortnite Bible is. And I would just like do little sermons on it, saying like, "Oh, look at this. Today's lesson is about going up to the church and finding a bazooka in the ceiling and such." It was absolutely ridiculous. And I did a video on this Fortnite Bible for like 4 days in a row. Nobody watched it. Everybody thought it was everybody thought it was terrible. So I stopped that series. But I do still have a Fortnite Bible, so I might do it again when, you know, I got more of a following. Because, you know, it could be a nice little meme, you know. Maybe like you end every video with like a Fortnite sermon. Just to give people a bit of a give people a bit of a reward for watching all the way through. And the book was absolutely ridiculous. It didn't have any information in it that was useful at all. It was pure garbage. So yeah, I really enjoyed the Fortnite Bible. It was very funny. At least to me, I thought it was funny. Oh dear. Alright, we're gonna go for more strength, because more strength stacking is good. I don't think we want to buy anything. I think we buy something just before the last boss. I think that's the safest way. Because I feel like our damage output at the moment is so high that we don't really need to pay attention. Also, I just realised we have Ashvale in the team still. I don't know why Ashvale was in this team, he's not doing anything. I should probably have like a tank or something in here. And I guess another thing as well is, you know, I was just recording shorts, taking the piss out of Fortnite. But, you know, who's going to watch that? It's going to be Fortnite fans, and they're just going to think I'm insulting their game, so... I guess, you know, that's a bit bad as well. It could kind of, you know, feel a bit mean-spirited. But I was just trying to take the mess out of the book because the book was silly. But, yeah. It was definitely a thing. It was just ridiculous. I think it's called, like, Fortnite Advanced Tactics. I was just looking around to see if I could find it, but I think I put it away. I also have a book on League of Legends as well, like the lore of Runeterra. But that's actually a nice book. It's got it's like showing like the lore of the characters and the regions. So, you know, there's actually a purpose to that one. So it's kind of like a bit of world building. My god, that's so much damage. Also, just look at the damage meters right at the moment. That Swan with all her attack buffs has just gone crazy. And she's only a 1-star. If we get like 2 more copies of her, she'll be absolutely insane. Because at the moment she's doing like probably a third of her potential. But she's doing 310 million at the moment. I have no idea, man. Oh, did my pony just die? You know what, that's the first thing I've actually seen the pony die, I believe. That's interesting. Yeah, the Memo Sprite is dead. Little Icar has just died. Are you seeing... There's no pony anymore. I might need to manually play this, actually. Because it looks like things are going south a bit. So it's kind of weird because you can't actually you can't manually play every character in this mode, just like the first 4 on the front team. But let's do this. Alright, so I want to break you. Yeah, this last mob is going to be a problem. Oh, there we go. Wow, we actually lost a lot of health there. Okay. We need to focus a bit more now. Yeah, it's clearly torn me. Yeah, it's interesting how we're getting Chaos as a male character. Because male characters don't really sell much, right? And not only that... Wait, this is another Cosmic Scholar emblem. We can actually do 9 Cosmic Scholar. We're buying this. And when you think about Chaos, they didn't really advertise him, right? He's got like no adverts at all, which is so strange. Because why would you like make a character so early on when you want people to buy as much as possible? And then you make a character that you're not even interested yourself because you're not marketing it. I don't think he will sell. because they've put so much effort into Atori and marketing, and then Lacrimosa, she has this whole like blue magic system where you can just like steal skills from enemies, and she's got the what you call it, the cosmetics, and they've got the Porsche event as well. It's like Chaos comes after all of this stuff. I feel like he's got a lot to compete with, man. I would be very, very interested to see if he you know, he does well, because it feels like the entire environment is against him.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
And you know, on like the preview as well, we didn't really get much information about him on the preview, right? On the live stream, we kind of got a ton of information about Lacrimosa, but Chaos didn't really get much footage. You know, it's funny because I didn't really look at too much with him, because I was like trying to put out shorts as soon as that what you call it, as soon as the live stream went out. So I was basically just pausing it, getting the Lacrimosa footage, and then making a short about Lacrimosa. So I don't think I've even watched his preview yet. Because by the time I was finished with the Lacrimosa shorts, I was kind of like, oh, I'm kind of done now. I don't really, I don't really fancy doing anything else. But luckily, I do get to play him soon, so I'm looking forward to playing him and seeing what he does, because he's going to be brand new to me. Oh, dude, Blackbird looks so nice. I feel like Blackbird is going to have a lot of fans, but the character I'm really looking forward to is Akane. Have you done the Akane Night on Moondog quest? She is so good there. Her design is fantastic. The Rockstar setup she has, so nice. Hey, don't worry, man. I'll give Chaos a proper chance soon. But if he is good, I'm going to be in trouble, because I don't have any summons left. I used my last summons on Lacrimosa, so yeah, I'm not going to be able to pawn him, I don't believe. And he's a like Shanna character, right? Which means, who would I use him with? Hey, Minas, nice to see you here. We're just doing a bit of what you call it, currency wars. We're about to get to the final boss actually, so hopefully we get a few of our copies of Black Swan and we can finish this nicely. Okay, so what do we have? As you can see, I'm still a bit low level, but I don't think I can actually fix that. I think I'm kind of stuck being low level at the moment. Yeah, I think we're going to go for more damage again, because I don't think we've got enough damage. How much damage do we actually have on our Black Swan? I'm guessing it's like, let's see, plus 159. Pretty damn good. Yeah, I did find it funny how he's not Chaos. Which is ironic, because I actually needed Chaos characters, not that Shanna. So I was actually a bit disappointed to hear that he wasn't Chaos. Oh yeah, Apocalypse Shadow. I tried to do it as a 3-star. I only got 2-star. And it was not even close. I did it in 4 cycles. So I don't think my blade is is going to be carrying me anytime soon. I was using a blade with Remembrance. So E2, Evernight, Casteris, and E0 blade. And that bug, I just couldn't do much damage at all. I feel like Daffodil's a really cool character. I struggle with her honestly, and I think I'm not playing her properly, because I am struggling to Esper Cycle with her, and because I'm struggling to Esper cycle with it, I'm not getting the Discord procs. So all those like shatters that you should be getting, I'm not getting those. So I think I need to like go and watch like a guide video on how to play Daffodil properly and get a bit better at the game. I'm completely fine with my Blossom team in NTE. That one's doing well. But Daffodil, oh god, I am not playing her well.
Oh, I'm still alive.
Also, we got absolutely crushed there. Look at that. 16 HP. We absolutely do need a Black Swan soon. So, what does the reward give us? Nothing. Okay, we're going to end turn. And we're going to see what happens. Oh, dude. The Daffodil skin for like 3 million funds. That is very nice. And speaking of art, I don't know how strong Lacrimosa's one is, but I'm only like 20 away from Pity, so I could go for the Lacrimosa arc. Okay, so it's the 3 mobs. That's not a bad, that's not bad. I think I can actually win this, but to do so, I do need 2 more Black Swans. I don't think it's a question of a choice here. I think I absolutely do need that. I can sell an Axa and Aglia because these two aren't doing anything anymore. Neither is Ashvale. So I can actually get another proc as well. F-Zero Porsche. Dude. The amount of people who have been spamming that Porsche skin. My god. It's all over on the bagel. Every time I open bagel, it's like, oh, we've got just Porsche skin in my face constantly. And there's that one guy who did like the sun breaking through her ass on it. And it's like, it's such a good screenshot, but it is all you see on there. You need. Ah, I can do a Sampo. I think I need Sampo because this will put me onto 4-star dart. And I'm going to get rid of Ashvale because I think I want an Axa for the debuffs. Ooh, Romay. I don't think I can. Ah, Sarini. This is a day demigod. But she needs to be at the front. Hmm. Okay, it's time for Aglia to get out. We can put this on Kafka. So, how do I do my day demigod now? Oh, I needed Aglia. What's the problem? I need an Axa as well. I guess we just go for 6. We can... Oh wait, no, we've got one here, right? So we need... If we get Aglia back, we can do this. But the problem is it really going to be strong enough? I don't think so. I think we're better off going for a Black Swan. If we get a Black Swan, or 2 more Black Swans, we win. I don't think it's worth it to get a dupe of Cyrene. Aster, it could be, but we can't get all this. So I think we skip Aster as well. Yeah, have a good one, man. It's been nice to have you here and to chat and chill. So we're gonna have a Kafka. Yeah, we can start building Kafka. That's all right. Yeah, man. I'll probably stream it in a couple of days. I'm thinking. I feel like NT. I kind of want to check out that new island. I don't even know how to get to the island, honestly. And I want to go around the world learning the Lacrimosa enemy skills, because that's kind of like the main reason I pulled it, because that kind of mechanic, I just really like it. I think it's like fun to do like a collection mechanic. Okay, we got completely screwed. Spoiler, we're gonna die. um, does any of this help me? I don't think so. I think we are absolutely screwed. This does give us a few more procs for Kafka, because her speed threshold might just be high enough. So I think we go for the anti-grav. Oh, we can't fit it. Oh my god. Yeah, I am screwed. I am absolutely screwed. Day Demigod doesn't give me much. She already has it? Really? That's Cosmic Scholar. Wait, this is a bug look. It says I can't equip it, but I clearly should be able to. Okay. So, it was Day Demigod. It gives speed. Sure. Wait. I don't know why Sampo could take it and nobody else. We want to retune this Cosmic Scholar because it's terrible and I can't use it. Skill point. We really need Dot. Quantum. Yeah, okay. What does this give us? Lucky Strike. I guess we just take out L and with Grace. What can I do with this? Oh, this is strong. But I don't think I can put it on anybody yet. So we can take this, and if I take this away from you, this will be stronger. So we don't need Cosmic Scholar on her. So we put the boots on. Now, Quantum Resonance doesn't do anything for us. I guess the energy for Iocene is okay. Yeah, this could actually make us win. Okay, because this on a Cyrene is actually very strong. We can actually get an early buff on that. Do I have anything else I can do? I can sell these because these aren't going to be useful. Can I get another Sampo? No. I can get another ceilings, which doesn't matter. Yikes, this is like the worst luck I have ever had in a run. We are being absolutely screwed. I guess we take the shield. Or do we get VHP? VHP is probably better. And then what does this make? On-field damage mitigation. Alright. I don't know what I'm doing with these. I don't think it really matters. It gives us energy. Okay, we're going to give it to... Huh. It's a shame we can't do anything with... Oh, wait. We can make a dupe with this. There we go. This is not going to make the difference. But, you know, at least I can pretend that I've done something that's going to be impactful here. And that makes me feel a little bit better about it. Alright, so we're not autoing this. Because I have no chance if I auto this. So, this is going on ice ceilings. If I press anything else, we are dead. So, ice ceilings, yes please. And then we're going to use it again to get it on Iocene. Or do we put it on Kafka? I'm going to go for Iocene. We can put Kafka on next. So we do actually have an advantage here. That these enemies are 3 in 1. So Dot does work here better than as it normally would. So we do actually have a decent matchup. So I'm just going to put both Dots up right now. Okay, that did a lot.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Yeah, this isn't bad. I think we need Iocene up though. Because the amount of damage they do is very, very scary. I guess in a way I'm probably playing it at too high of a difficulty. Because this is Monarch like 8 now. And you don't get any rewards past Monarch 1 anyway. So this is just torture for the sake of torture, I guess. But you know, that's kind of fun sometimes. Can I get the ult up? No, not quite. So I can just end turn and Val die to the dot. So let's do that and then we'll buff Kafka. Okay, so Kafka and then Ice Ceilings. You know, I really do like Sirene's animation there. I do think they've made some amazing animations for it. I would say Fushuan's are still better. I am a massive Fushuan simp. But unfortunately, I haven't seen Fushuan's animations for ages because she's just not viable. Oh dear. Alright, so we've got no debuffs up, so that kind of sucks. Are they not taking the damage from the dart? Oh, they are. I was looking at the main HP bar. I'm wondering why I didn't see dots, but then I realised it's underneath. So if they hit Kafka again, I'm going to have to do the pony ult. Oh my god. You know, we've got so much HP on every character, but of course we're going to hit Kafka every time. Okay, we've got a few dots on us, but that's not too bad. I'm just going to keep using the skill on Ice Ceilings every time, because we can afford to. And I think we actually might win this, amusingly. I think if we fought any other boss, we would have definitely lost this. But this looks viable, I would say. It doesn't look easy, but it looks viable. I do not want to skill. I'm just chilling. Okay. I think another thing that's really helped here as well is that we managed to get a bit of speed on Ice Ceilings. Because my Ceilings is on... Yeah, I'm just going to send this. My Ice Ceilings is on 150 speed. So the extra speed on the boot really mattered there, because that means she's got a few more extra attacks in. In fact, I don't really know why my Ceilings is on 150 speed instead of 160. I think it's because I usually used Ron May on my dot team, and she gave 10 speed as part of her passive. But now I kind of need to rework her kit, because it's just not strong enough anymore. Okay, this... Yeah, we have definitely won now, right? There is no chance. Ooh. Okay, that was actually feeling pretty good. What's up, Rom? It's nice to see you. B rank? Are you serious? I had to work tooth and nail for that win, and you're giving me a goddamn B rank? Oh, you can't. Man. That's non bueno. I don't know why you would use Yukong in this day and age. You know, she is actually a character that I was really excited for, like at the start of the game, because it was all about Ting Yun, right? In version 1. And then when it was like version 1.2 or 1.3, when they put Yukong in, I was so hyped for her that I ended up pulling on her banner just to get Eidolons. I didn't care about the actual main character. I just wanted the Yukong Eidolons. And then look what happened. She's stuck at level 60. I pulled for her, and then I abandoned her. immediately afterwards. Look at this. This is clearly someone who was struggling to get resources at the start of the game, and clearly, clearly gave up on her. In fact, look, I've even got Arlen. Arlen's probably more well built. Okay, no, he's not. But I'm kind of surprised they haven't built away, because they actually used her a bit. So I must have used her without traces. That's interesting. Yeah, I used Shushang early on. You know, these like 4 stars, like Yukong even. I feel like they looked really promising early on, and I was really happy to get them. But at the same time, I kind of feel like they've been left way too far behind. And I remember this like one stack of Roaring Boastings. This was a massive Eidolon, right? And people were saying, yeah, you can't play her without this. So I really felt like I had to invest highly into it. But yeah. Oh, dude. That actually sounds kind of fun. I could imagine like doing MOC 11 with like Sushang. But I also feel like you would be putting things like Blade in the higher scene and Welt. And then, you know, you're just kind of making like the Sushang wheelchair come. Because you've got so many buffers that allow you to do insane things now. So I guess you could potentially do it. But it's like, it would take so much work. Also, what do we have here? Because I haven't actually looked at these yet. A little plane event. I think I'll pass on that for the time being. You know, this kind of like plane event, this is like the perfect thing to just do while watching YouTube, I think. I I feel like the HSR events have really gone down because can you remember like the early on events in HSR? How do I view them? How do I view the old events? Because there used to be insane things like Ethereum Wars and such, right? How do I actually get to that? Because Ethereum Wars gave me like a hope that this game would be different. And I was like, oh wow, events in here can actually be insane. Where is it? It's this one, right? This is Ethereum Wars. Yeah. It's like this event was really cool. Why can't they bring back an event like this? It's like, when was this last updated? Surely, like, going into here again would be actually be kind of fun. Can we actually play it? Oh yeah, we can, because I've got my chunky chops. You know what, I'm gonna just start a fight and see how it is. I can't remember what any of these characters did, honestly. Oh, this guy does the vulnerability, I remember that. What's this? Oh, it does nothing, okay, great. So this guy is a turn advancer, right? So I'm guessing my own mechanic was debuffing with this to get the vulnerabilities up, and then we enhance and hold. I believe this is how we played Ethereum Wars back in the day. Yeah, that looks right. Because I feel like, you know, an event like this is actually more interesting than anything that they've recently put out. Because you've actually got gameplay here. You know, you've actually got team building. You can actually think about it. Yeah, the currency wars and SU stuff definitely makes up for that. Or the currency wars at least. I haven't tried the new SU. Wait, we can actually still get items from this. That's kind of funny. What actually is going on in Currency Wars? Because not Currency Wars, Simulated Universe. Because as you can see, I haven't really touched it. I'm level 11. And I saw there was like some reward in here that expired. And I just didn't care. I honestly didn't. I I didn't care to do it. I probably need to like go in here and do more stuff because there's more stuff to do here. But I guess I just don't find it interesting anymore. Maybe if there's like a way to make this hard, like probably, you know, in a high rank, it might be more interesting. But I think you can't increase the rank, right? Until you get really high into it. Yeah, because at the moment I'm just like a puppet. And there's like no way to make it harder. I've got to just beat it again and again and again until I finally do it. So, I kind of don't like it. I know currency wars is the same, you know, that you start at a low level, but it feels like a lot of grind to like get to an high rank in here. So I might do it eventually, but I don't know it. It needs something like what does it need? It needs something to grab me. That's what it needs. Because this still hasn't changed. Oh my god. Look at all the new text. I don't even click on this. Okay. What is all this? Oh, it's just law. Yeah, I guess this is also another thing with this mode. I don't really care for like the reading parts of this. Because at first I did, on like the first version, because I thought it might like lead to something. But we didn't really get that payoff, so I kind of feel like it doesn't really matter. It's kind of more like flavor text more than anything now. But, you know, maybe they'll make an event of this, which makes me more interested, you know, kind of forces my hand to try it. Because as you can see, I'm not taking this seriously at all. There's plenty of things I haven't even unlocked, like these 3-star things. It's like, these are so easy to unlock, and I just haven't done it. I remember there's like a mass system, right? I haven't, I don't think I've even done anything with those. Yeah, I don't even have all of them unlocked. So, I tried to run with this one, and I don't think I even found 4. So, I was kind of like a bit disappointed that I couldn't finish this mask, because this was my last run, the Megatron mask. Because I think I only found 3 parts, and then I was like, oh, I'm kind of screwed now. So, yeah. What's this thing here? Yeah, maybe someday. Maybe someday there'll be something in here that interests me. But I guess, in a way, I'm kind of like so burnt out. Because I really enjoyed like the original simulated universe. And like Swarm Disaster. Yeah, let's go check out Swarm Disaster. And Golden Gears as well. And I feel like after I've played all those to death and done literally everything I could possibly do in them, I feel like I've kind of seen a bit too much of the SU stuff. Is it through here? Yeah, so, oh my god, there's even a no-ball domain, I forgot about that one. So this one is all cleared. Well, 97%, I don't know what I missed. Yeah, I just haven't leveled this up, that's it. And then there's Golden Gears. This one was good as well. I did prefer the Swarm Disaster, I think. But the, well, that's just due to difficulty. However, the dice mode in here, I really thought was cool. I actually got a lot of enjoyment out of that. But this one here, this kind of is where things started going wrong for me. I didn't feel this was difficult enough. I didn't feel like it offered anything really new. Because it's got these things, but just like normal relics to me. So I kind of just, lost a bit of interest, honestly. So, I've actually got some of this to still do at some point. But, I'm guessing it's not much, right? Oh, there's a lot there. Oh dear. Yeah, as you can see, I definitely lost interest in this part. Yeah. I guess it's nice to have, like, a bit of a back burner, isn't it? So if you fancy doing it later, you can do. Capture one creation of your own. I don't think that's gonna happen. You know, these like home memory things. I was tempted to like buy the battle pass on occasion to buy these. And as you can see, I think I've done it like once or twice to get a couple of them. But it's also like, well, which of these are actually useful? Because I feel like a lot of these are very outdated. I mean, the Topaz one's still pretty good. I'm sure you could probably make use of this on Ashvale or something. What else is still good here? This would be good if, like, Fushuan got an overflow, because it's got that healing again. Battle isn't over still useful, but you can buy it in the shop. So it's like, I kind of feel like we haven't done enough with these, like, cone shards. I would like to see a lot more in here. Yeah, the Fushuan light cone is insane, because it just gives you massive healing all the time. And it basically means that those runs of the SU kind of stuff is so much easier. But then, when I look at Fushuan, I don't know why she's still favorited. This girl has not been used in a long time. It's like, I really liked this character. I really did. I think she's got amazing animations, and the damage sharing stuff is insane. And if I was to like choose any sustain to play in the game, I would pick Fushuan and I'd pick Iocene. Just like if all the sustains was good at each other, they would be the two. Because this character is absolutely amazing. The only problem is she's kind of gone by the wayside. She's just not had anything to really make her strong enough, I don't think. Really, she still sustains in it, eh? That's quite impressive, honestly. You know what? I'm curious. I think I've been thoroughly baited here. I mean, mine is only what you call it, E0, so I probably can't talk too much on it. Because I'm guessing yours might be an E1 or an E2, because those are nice ideals. So I don't think putting her here is fair, because she doesn't really help much. How about in the break team? I mean, she doesn't really help much there either, right? Remembrance. Which one should I use her in? Which knight? I'm guessing this is probably the easiest one, but then we need Iocene to Ilcaster, so I don't think it's gonna work. Maybe we put her in the damage over time of a break? Maybe a Pom-Pom. Pom-Pom doesn't do that much damage, right? Let's try her in here. I'm curious. Fushuan, where are you? And I just have unfavorited her, so I'm making this harder for myself. So she's still got a light cone on. Do I have a better light cone for her? I've got this, then I'm using Aventurine. I think this is probably better, right? I used this for quite a while now. You're thinking Fushman's not going to do too well? It's alright, I'm just curious to see how she does more. Okay, alright, let's move her into the top one then. I'll try to be as fair as I can be with Fushwan. I do think we're going to have less damage here though. Oh god, I went into the second one anyway. Let's quickly change that. Alright. And I guess we're going to be kind of screwed for skill points, actually, aren't we?
Be watchful, always. Any
Yeah,
fish
I
taken.
think that's like
Make a wish.
kind of one of her main weaknesses,
Doesn't
right? And that she has no cleanse. So, but I don't think any of these do major debuffs. And another thing as well is that
Just in
when
time.
you're using it with dot, it's like dots, I am using the skill points quite a bit. So I feel like it's going to be hard to get her skill up for her energy.
Stand still.
Because I often do want to like overly use a skill just to get the energy up.
Ill fate descends.
No matter.
Also, we're doing a decent amount of damage even when we have Danny Boy. I've got a feeling that Danny doesn't really give us much damage as I thought he did.
Good times. Time to say bye.
And I guess if I'm looking at the HP so far, it does look like Fu is sustaining this pretty damn well. I don't really see that she's gonna have a problem
Don't
here.
let waves open your throat.
Relax.
Does Silverwolf not use this skill points then? Because I honestly don't know, because I haven't bothered to, you know, look at her kit. I didn't want to be tempted.
Destiny isn't chosen.
Also, I just realised
May as well kill 'em all.
I let Fu Xuan's circle disappear. And that's how you can tell. I haven't played Fu in a very long time.
I see through you.
Alright, we're gonna put it back up again.
Offer you a
And
weapon.
I guess we can ult straight away, right?
All
There's
things
no
in this world
issue with us doing this.
Creations.
Oh, okay.
Stand still.
Wait, what's this guy doing? I'm not sure. But that kind of looks like he's annoyed. Ah, that's like a random thing, isn't it? Like she does like a random mechanic each time.
Yin and yang.
So it's just basically a free win then. Okay, we can get an attack buff for Kafka, which
Time to say bye.
isn't very useful, but we're not really going for what you call it, a speed run. We're just going for seeing if Fu can sustain.
Relax.
Okay, so I guess I'm just attacking normally, that's fine.
Stand still.
We have got slight issues here, but I think we don't need to, yeah.
In the abysses
We get the
revel.
area up again, we're fine. Yeah, exactly. And that's like one of the key things we have, isn't it? That you can just keep spamming a skill and it just makes her stronger and more defensive.
Memories are ever beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Also, I'm kind of impressed just how how much this one is actually tanking this. I actually was expecting this to go much worse. Yeah, the crit rate's nice, but I guess it's like very limiting because it's like there's so many comps now that don't really care about crit. So it was kind of a lot stronger early on in the game when everything was hyper carries. But now we've got Dart, we've got Break, and we've got Elation. So it's like, yeah.
What do you want to know?
So we can get the attack buff on Black Swan for once, which is nice. I guess the question is, what would you like to see from the first one Nova Flare? Because for me, I would probably like to see more,
Converge and awaken.
probably like a way for it to dispel herself. Because if there's any debuffs that just CC her, then she's a sitting duck, which isn't great.
Offer
And I know every character needs a weakness, but I feel like she's a bit too reliant on a Dispeller
Time to say bye.
if she gets in that situation. But then again, we do have Silver Wolf Global passive now, so for most accounts, I guess she doesn't need it anymore.
Destiny isn't chosen. Ill fate descends. Stand still.
Oh, I just ruined my skill points, didn't I? Oh wow, it's fine.
Relax. Don't let waves open your throat. Be intoxicated. In the abyss's revels.
You know, it's kind of funny because I feel like I could probably clear this in a 2 cycle if I had like one more Idolin on one of my dark characters.
Say bye to breathing.
And yeah, Fu had no problem sustaining this.
Time to say bye.
Absolutely not.
Boom.
So I guess at least for the clown, she's absolutely fine. Yeah, that's cool. I'm kind of impressed to see, you know, Fu actually doing that. Because I thought she was actually kind of completely useless at this point, to be fair. So I've been proven wrong there, which is very nice. You know, it's funny because it kind of makes me want to try to do this as 3-star and the other one. I've got... I don't think I've got either, honestly. I think I am free to play pleb dot team. Yeah, I think I've got Iceline's weapon, if I remember rightly. No, I don't. I don't have Iceline's weapon. I am using Sampo on both. Where are you, Iceline's? Yeah, look, I'm even not got a E5 on that, but I do have E1. So that's kind of like the main thing. Oh yeah, and I think one of the reasons for it is like content creators. They constantly say like, oh, you want this character for this comp, you want this character for that comp. And they very rarely say like, oh, this can work and you'll lose like 20% efficiency or anything. They just say, oh, well, you know, you just need this character and that's it. It's very black and white. It's like, I saw like a comment of someone asking me about what kind of support you can use, and it was like so sad that he got a Bronya early on. And I was like, wait, why are you sad about Bronya? Bronya's really good. It's like, yeah, she's probably not the best support in pretty much any team at the moment, but she's still useful enough in loads of teams. Action Advance is really good, it's very strong. But, you know, people were telling him that, you know, it's garbage because it's not, you know, the meta choice. Which I thought was a bit sad because, you know, it's like people are just fed absolute garbage sometimes. So if we go for attack, I would kind of like more speed on my Iceline's because she is a bit weak. Well, she's a bit slow is what I meant to say. Oh, this one could be good. Yeah, we're gonna roll this. Yeah, I tried to use Bronya just recently with my Firefly Break team, because I was trying to cheat more moves in with that flower, because I realised that if I could just keep refreshing Firefly's turn with Bronya, then I could just have the E2 Firefly keep proccing, and it actually worked really well on the flower, so it was actually still pretty strong, pretty viable. And I think, you know, if you skip Sunday, like me, I think Bronya's still really good. I kind of can't do this without losing the effective rate, and I do need the effective rate, sadly. How about physical on here? Yeah, this isn't going well, is it? Maybe we've got a decent piece in this set. Because I have found this quite a lot since I've actually... Wow, that's got 7 speed on it though. Mate, I want attack main. Okay, this one could be nice. 4 speed. You know, I think I'm going to reroll this. And I know these dices are really rare, but I never use them anyway. Are you serious? Look at that. Look at that for a complete waste of a dice. It has basically become just as garbage as it was before. Well, let's use another dice. Let's not learn from our mistakes. Let's just brute force it. Okay, I understand, game. I clearly understand that this game currently hates me right now. Dear me. My god. So, effective rate and with speed. So, that one could be good. Alright, let's roll this. Ooh, 6 speed. That's not bad. That's an upgrade. I think. Oh yeah, true. That blade relic the other day was absolutely ridiculous, weren't it? And it was kind of like just out of nowhere, wasn't it? It's not like I even tried. It was like one of the first relics I touched. So 9 speed. Ooh, that's another 9 speed there. Amusingly, this actually has a lot of break effect, which is nice on a physical character, just because of a bleed dot. If she ever actually, you know, breaks. It's not a dead stat. Well, it's not a dead stat some of the times. Okay, this could be amusing if it all rolls into speed. Nope. Alright, there's an improvement we can do here, maybe? I don't think so. Oh, this one could be good. Oh, look at that, fantastic. I'm sure everybody can make use of this relic. This one could be good. This one looks nice. But is it better? Either way, I'm going to lock that one. Oh, it's already locked. So, we lose no speed. We lose... Yeah, it's not worth it. We lose too much effective rate. And I am below cap. I know I'm below cap on this character. Just slightly. Yeah, okay. We're not getting any wins here. So, I guess she is staying there. We need 5 more speed eventually, but that's never going to happen. I'm trying to think of like my craziest speed relic to show off. I think it's on Sparkle. Yeah, look, 12 speed. So we're same age. I've also got a 12 speed one, and it's so funny because due to that, I don't even need a speed substat on the crit damage chest. It's just for free. And I think I've got like a rope somewhere as well with like 11 speed on it. I think it's on one of my dot characters. Oh, I might have removed it to go for a set instead. But I do know I have like a ridiculous rope somewhere. I guess it's going to be too long to look through all this rubbish. Wait, that's a 9 speed on an ER rope. That's pretty damn good. And it's on Luxana as well, look. That's pretty juicy. Wait, what? Oh! Okay, that's why I built her with less speed. So I didn't need to do that at all then. Because yes, I've got Ice Ceilings S1. Wait, yes. No, I don't. I have E1. Yes, so I can't do that. Never mind. Huh. Maybe I don't have it. Maybe it was an orb. I'm kind of looking for like that massive speed item, you know? I'm kind of disappointed now. I thought I had a ridiculous speed item, but I guess I can't find it. Oh well, I found a 12 speed somewhere, so that's nice. You know, this photo system would be so much nicer if it could say, can I look at like a minimum speed? There we go, look. 11 speed on a on an Earth to space station. This was probably one of the first relics I got in the game, and it's 11 speed. Oh, it's so stupid. Who still uses Earth to space station? I guess, you know, it's still okay as like a secondary set, but that's kind of funny. Like one of the best relics I have is just a Earth to space station piece. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna start preparing for my Vietnam trip because I've got stuff to do. So, thank you for tuning in and chilling with me and, you know, involving as well. It's very nice. And I hope you have a fantastic day. I am going to go plan my trip, which luckily will not be a 16-hour flight, that my last flight was. It will just be a 2-hour flight, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, I'm in Philippines at the moment, and I'm going to be checking out Vietnam for 3 months to see if I like it, because that might be nice. And the place I'm looking at is called Da Nang. It's known as the Miami of Asia. It's basically got Western style like a beach, and it's got like a really long, beautiful beach as well. So it looks alright. It might be a bit hot though, so and also a bit wet. So you also want a hat and a rain jacket. But yes, I will start planning that now. Have a good one.